Well, hello and welcome to the Wild Wormhole, where much like the card, you never know what you're going to get. We are back with some KIP Survival coverage, round 9 in the KIP True Survival Tournament, where you bring 3 decks, and once they lose, they're out, and last person standing wins. In round 9, we have markchung11 versus Labwork Jason. markchung is here with the quester that champions plans. Because who doesn't like an organized friend? It's good to have an organized friend that is a planner, you know? It's good to have one of those. So we got Saurian, Star Alliance, Untamed. In Saurian, we've got Double Shrix. We've got Brachus out there with Perfectus Ludo, Spiral, Fouling Strike. Lots of ways to use the Amber on the guy. Star Alliance. We've got Val Jericho, the leader out there. We've got Kirby. We've got... Kincan, we have Frayne, pretty solid. Untamed, Double Fittest, Double Tantadlin, Nature's Call, always good against the dinos, and a key charge for key cheating. Let's go down. Again, this was recorded, and then I saved it to do commentary to release on YouTube. So in just a second, I'll move down to Labwork Jason's deck. Definitely this particular tournament had some really crazy competition. Labwork Jason is going with D'Angelo Zerzagrun's Flunky. So there you go. Looks like a Coda deck. Brobnar logo, shadows. Brobnar has Coward's End, always great, especially against Saurian deck. Fire Spitters for knocking wards off. Logos has library access with a couple sloppy Labworks. Library Babble, Double Mother, Rocket Boots. So definitely some ways to blast through the deck. In Shadows, Hidden Stash, some more archiving. So this deck looks pretty fast. Lights Out, Double Lights Out. Again, great against the dinos. Double Miasma for some Stalin. So this will be good. This should be a very interesting game here. So Mark starts out with Officer Frayne. And Jason answers with Dr. Escotera and Library Babble. And plays a sloppy Labwork, archiving something and discarding Bait and Switch. Ouch. Hurts to discard Bait and Switch this early, but it's just not helpful, and it would clog up his hand. So Mark goes back to Star Alliance, drops King Can, uses Frayne to ward because he's got Force Field and to also capture an Amber. An early Kincan, you love to see that because when there's not something on the field of that particular house, you get to steal one. Of course, Jason doesn't have any Amber right now, so it doesn't really matter that much. But it does make you think. That can really add up over the course of time. And obviously, even on Mark's side, he's got the Saurians and Untamed, doesn't match anything on his card. So any Amber he gets this round, if he doesn't go back to Star Alliance, Mark will steal. So he goes Brobnar, Mighty Javelin, Gengar Chieftain to fight with Dr. Escotera, which he just uses to fight Kincan, but he's got elusive, so it doesn't matter. Back to Mark. He does have an Amber now because of Mighty Javelin's extra Amber pip, so we'll see where he goes. If he calls Saurian or Untamed, he gets to steal that Amber. Of course, he could always go Star Alliance and capture the Amber with Frayne. All right, so he goes to Star Alliance, opting not to go for the steal. Kincan reaps. Plays Quintrino Flux and is able to destroy Escotera, Gengar Chieftain, and Frayne, but he's warded. So he basically chose a 4 and a 5. 4 on his side, 5 on the other guy's side, and then he's able to ward again, which is a pretty solid play, honestly. Having that ward and be able to wipe their early board, that hurts a lot. So he goes Logos, but because he had Library Babble, he doesn't get it stolen. Ooh, Double Mother with Rocket Boots. Oh, and Library Access. Sorry, I missed that. Sloppy Labwork. Getting a nice comeback turn here for Jason. It's never a bad thing to see library access. Okay, so he's finishing Sloppy Lab work. He archives something and discards the Relentless Assault. Uses the Mighty Javelin to kill Kincan. So Kincan didn't get any extra stealing off of him, but the mere threat of him was enough to kill him. So Mark goes to Saurians. Of course, Jason now has a hand of 8 because of the double mothers. Ooh, he gets Scutum on Frayne and then Axiom of Grist to ward and kill the mothers, and then drops Ludo. So basically any Amber that Frayne gets from now is essentially guaranteed to get it back. Unless there's maybe if he knocks the ward off and then lights out or something like that. That's a possibility, because those are just Scutum and Ludo are both destroyed triggers. So back to Jason. Jason's sitting at 3 Amber. Mark's sitting at 4. So Jason's got 8 cards to choose. Again, we can't see the hands. It's not possible the way that the KIP tournaments are run. But now we just get to see it live with everybody else. So Jason has 8 cards here, and Mark only has 5 because of the Axiom of Grist chain. So this is an opportunity. If he goes logos, he could Library Babble as well, and potentially go that direction. Although he's already played a lot of logos cards and Library of Access, so he's probably going to move into another house at this point. So he does go Shadows. Plays Moon Cursor. He's got the Skirmish and Poison and Fight effect to steal one. He plays Miasma to slow him down, although he doesn't have that. A Ghostly Hand and Lights Out. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock the ward off of Frayne, so he only returns Ludo back and just knocks the ward off of Frayne. If there was a way to knock that ward off, he'd get a little bit more advantage out of there, but it's all right. Mark goes back to Untamed, plays Fogbank to stop Jason from fighting, plays Nature's Call, doing his best to slow him down. He's wiping his board every turn. Discards the key charge, but he is at check. And now he has no chains. So Jason gets to forge first. Jason drops Shadow Self, Moon Cursor. That Moon Cursor is nice to be able to put next to Shadow Self. Oh, and he did, and he dropped another Miasma, so double Miasma now already. Slows him down, so he's just trying to, even though he lost board earlier, he's trucking along. Jason's doing a nice Coda Rush type thing, so Mark goes back to Star Alliance. Val Jericho. If he can get 2 more creatures there and put Val in the center, he's going to have a real great advantage there. Frayne captures another Amber and wards. He's also got Ingram's Blaster. Wow. So he gets up to he captured one on Melina. That's what he did. Okay. So he put a couple damage in Shadow Self, ended the turn at 8 Amber and at check. Jason going to Broadmire Tremor, which is real solid against Star Alliance, just slowing him down an entire turn. He plays Anger to ready and fight with Moon Cursor. And then removes the ward, and then Coward's End, getting rid of everything. Now he didn't get the Amber back from Frayne because of the Scutum, but he did wipe a really dangerous Star Alliance board. So that puts him up to 4 Amber. And Mark did get to Forge. He drops Ludo, Shrix, and Philophosaurus. So Ludo protects the Amber on Shrix right now. Jason goes Shadows, plays Hidden Stash, plays Lights Out. Ooh, that's how you get around the Destroy trigger. He got the Amber from Shrix because Lights Out returns him to hand, doesn't get the Destroy trigger. Man, the double Lights Out, Nature's Call. No, not Nature's Call, that's in the other deck. Very good against Shadows. Ludo Reaps, and then he plays Regrettable Meteor to kill Valdir, Shadow Self, and Ludo. Then he plays Shrix, exalts him, plays out the Legionary, and wards him. and Dilophosaurus. So Legionary is protecting Strix, but Jason does get to forge the blue key, and he's sitting at 2 amber already. Mark's a key behind right now, so he drops. Jason drops cannon and screech bomb. Some board and amber control there, just a little slow. Plays fire spitter and then Champion's Challenge to destroy all. Basically, yeah, you play your strongest guy against their strongest guy, and then you fight. All right, so both players are at 3 amber, but Mark's 1 key behind. All right, so here comes Kirby. That gives him a little bit of help. He plays Zap to kill Fire Spitter. Drops Unnatural Selection just to get the amber. It gets up to 5 amber. So can't quite get in check. We'll see what Jason does here. Not a lot of board presence. There's a lot of board control in both of these decks, so no one's able to really establish a strong board. But I think at this, I mean, they've made it to round 9 of the tournament. All right, so Jason goes to Shadows, hits Nerve Blast, plays Ring of Invisibility on the Dino to get the amber, and then Nerve Blast to kill him and get the steal. So back to Mark. Jason couldn't get to check, so Mark goes Untamed, drops Tantadlin, Ghost Hawk, which is nice to be able to reap with Kirby, and plays the Fittest. Doesn't look like he had anything that he could play, really. So Mark's at check, but Jason's 1 amber away from check on his 3rd key. Here comes the Rocket Boots. Uses Screech Bomb to pull him off a check. And Ganymede Archivist with Rocket Boots, so you could double archive every turn. That's pretty solid. And, he drops Scrambler Storm to stop him from playing any action cards. And Mark concedes he can't pull him off a check, so that is it. Quick game for you guys, but Coda 1 out. And got the W to advance to the next round. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll have more KIP coverage. Just be sure to check out the next Wild Wormhole video, and we'll see you in the next one.